Another great way of being able to help your mental health is take a really early morning walk, maybe 5, 6 a.m., just as the birds are starting to sing, the sun's up, it's not too hot, there's maybe a nice cool breeze, and there's no traffic about, or there's not much traffic about, there's not many people about, it's nice and quiet. Best time to go for a nice early morning walk. And the reason for that is there won't be that negative energy of traffic, exhaust fumes, noise, sound pollution. There won't be other people and other people's activities that may cause disruption within your energy field, because people always carry these various energies around with them. We interact with people day in, day out, and that energy interacts with us and has an effect on us. And it's just finding a beautiful way to just bring balance to it. And that early morning walk is something that I really, really enjoy, and I really love taking the dogs out, going for an early morning walk, and just being at one with everything, not being in the head, just being open to the sounds that are all around me, the air on my face, the sounds of the birds, maybe the distant rumble of traffic, the ground underneath my feet, and that's instilling something that is sometimes called mindful walking. You don't have to think of it as this sort of practice, but it really is. If you start to just tune in to the external, and this is where mindfulness comes from. Mindfulness is about sending your awareness externally to actually bring your awareness deeper internally, because as you start to tune into what is going on out there, it brings those senses to you. So the sound of the birds you hear, so that comes straight back to you. The feeling of the air on your skin comes to you. It's your senses. So all of your senses that are operating, it's bringing it all back to you. And then you can tune into one of those senses. You can tune into just the sound of the birds. And as you're walking around, just listen to the sound of the birds. And maybe you'll get really good at it and you'll know what the type of bird is, the robin, the blackbird, whatever it might be. Or you can walk and you can just be aware of your feet on the ground with each footstep as you take. You're aware of the indentations and the feeling of the pavement or the grass or whatever the surface is underneath your feet. You're aware of each step, each foot. That's another really, really great way of just bringing you into the now. So that is what mindfulness is all about. Mindfulness is about using the external reality to bring you internally. And the more you go internally, so if we're aware of the feet, and you can do this now if you wish, just send your awareness now down to your feet and just be aware of the feet on the ground. And just be aware, send your awareness into your toes, into the arch of the feet, into your heels, maybe into the ankles, and just be aware of the feet. And you'll notice that when you send that awareness down to your feet, that focus that you've placed there is actually now, until I mention it, cleared your mind. And now you'll start thinking, oh, actually that's really worked. And then the mind might start kicking back in. So then we change the mindfulness practice to something else. So then we can move the awareness. If we've worked on the energy for a while in the feet, we can move the awareness maybe into the knees or into the ankles or maybe into your breath, and different things, different mindfulness practices really helps to focus you deeper into the here and now. So it doesn't have to just be the breath. It doesn't have to just be one thing. Using a mixture of simple, easy things. Don't make it complicated. Don't bring too much into it. Just to keep it balanced, so maybe 2 or 3 practices, 2 or 3 things, 2 or 3 mindfulness techniques to just keep you in the present moment. But mindfulness and meditation, it doesn't have to be a case of just being sat or out on a walk. You can incorporate that into every activity in your life. You can incorporate that with getting into a shower and the feeling of the water running down your body and just tuning into that awareness of the feeling of the water running down your body. You can do it when you're washing the dishes and just being aware of the soap suds from the dishes, or if people still wash the dishes. I mean, I do, but I really enjoy washing dishes. It's very therapeutic. And just imagining all that dirt that might be on the dishes is whatever may be congregating in the mind. Just let it go. And when you pull the plug out, all of that stuff's just going down the plug hole. Just let it go, release it. Housework is a really, really wonderful way, because you're not just physically cleaning the house, you're also energetically cleaning and also moving the furniture around. And it's a little bit like, I sometimes call it like budgie cage syndrome. You know, sometimes we used to have budgies years ago where you would move stuff around to keep it interesting for the birds. And that's very much the same as us. It restabilizes and changes the dynamics of the energy in a room, and sometimes it might not feel right, so you change it back and you try something else. But just those few practices, the dusting alone, the housework, the hoovering, and just imagining that all this work that you're doing is helping with your mindfulness, it's helping with your harmonious state, it's helping find that little bit of peace internally. And if you enjoy singing, if you enjoy dancing, do that while you're doing your housework, because then you're moving your body, you're raising your vibration, you're doing all these wonderful things that help you feel good. These endorphins, these chemicals that you release, just the movement of the body, the housework, and going out for a walk, whatever it might be, it opens you up so much, consciously and subconsciously, to so much more than just what is going on here. Because that's not everything. The thoughts, as I've said before in previous videos, the thoughts are just thoughts. It's nothing more, just to allow them to just come and go. And if you need to, use a mindfulness practice to bring you back to the present moment. So give it a go, mindfulness. See if you can tune in on a couple of things to just find that harmony and find that space that maybe you're craving or you need in each day. Much love, do take care, bye for now.